Thank you very much. Here we go. Introducing first from the blue corner, 71 kilograms. Welcome the Raging Bull, Mick Axisa.
Final fight of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know, well, two fighters I'm looking forward to watching Australia. One is Daniel Gill and one is looking forward to seeing their next fight.
Yeah, they've been in good form lately in their last couple of fights. Expect big things from them.
Serious
exactly.
business.
You know, they're the type of fighters just like Michael Katsidas. I hope to see all of Australia get behind. You know, guys are giving it their all, and they're taking these steps. That's why they're world champions.
3 2-minute rounds. When the bell rings, in charge of the action, referee John Shamsabad. Woo! And for the last time this evening, here we go. This is Tamika Rosa.
It's the final fight of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Max Evans and Mick Axisa. Max Evans weighed in at 70 kilograms and Axisa 71. Max Axisa in the red corner, Max Evans in the blue corner.
Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest.
70 kilograms for Max Evans. Axisa 71.
The state where you never find a man's empty and pimp speed. On a mission for them greens.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, Max Axisa's in the blue.
I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon, now it's 95 and they clock me and watch me diamond shining.
Final fight of the evening.
It's all good from Diego to the Bay.
As this beautiful starship Sydney turns around, it feels like an earthquake. It's actually the boat turning around, giving us a beautiful view of Sydney City, all the lights that the harbour possesses, all the high rises. We're sitting here commentating. Fight night number 9, boxing on the harbour. Proudly brought to you by fightgym.com.au and Epicenter TV. Thanks once again, a special thanks to World Energy Savings and Fight Call Out. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this will be 3-minute rounds.
Give it to me.
Unlike all the other fights tonight, we're 2-minute rounds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up round number 1. This bout is scheduled for
Evans
3
in the
rounds
red,
of action. Here we
Axisa
go.
in the blue.
Main event.
How do you see it? Well, let's talk us through. Talk us through.
Well, both come out. Axisa's landed a good jab there.
See, it looks like the fighter comes up, goes under and comes up with big punches. Evans knows what to do. Keep him out with that jab. But hey, it's not always an easy job keeping someone out with a jab. Shorter fighters like Joe Fraser, David Tua, they're very, very dangerous. They come up with big bombs. Then again, you've got tall fighters like the Klitschko's, Lennox Lewis, who can use that long height. And that's the sort of style that Evans has to adapt, using that jab. He doesn't want to get too close to Axisa. Max versus Mick. Max in the red, Mick's in the blue. We look to have a good fight on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. This first round is anything to go by.
Good overhand right there.
As the TV man just checks our microphone, we're good to go. Back into this action in the first round. Evans in the red. Axisa in the blue. Axisa stalking his opponent, looking for that big right hand. Oh, Evans is connected with a left hook, beautiful left hook. Axisa comes with an overhand right. That's what Evans needs to do, sit on that jab. Looks like he's got a bit of claret from the mouth, Willis. No, he's not. He's okay, he's okay. Both fighters hold on. We've got a good action-packed first round, ladies and gentlemen. Max is in the red, Mick is in the blue.
Mick in the blue's looking for those overhand punches again.
Exactly.
What do you expect from a shorter fighter coming against fighter with such a big height and reach advantage. He's just trying to get in his chest, get in close to land those big bombs, I think.
You know, I think Max and a lot of top fighters, you don't need to panic too much. You just have to get your jab going and your 1-2s. So it's very dangerous looking for those body shots sometimes against a shorter bomber, because he's trying to get in. 1-2 and go. Or just a 1 and go. Hey, easier said than done. Corners him here in the corner once again. That's Mick Axisa. This is a fight. Both fighters are feeling the pinch. He connects again with the right and left. That's Mick Axisa.
Come on, Joseph!
Nice round of boxing. That was a good first round. What I was asking you before, Willis, do you think Mayweather would beat Pacquiao?
Manny Pacquiao's coming towards the end of his career. He's had a lot of hard wars.
Do you think that fight will happen?
I hope so.
We all do. To all our boxing fans in America, God bless you. Greetings from Australia, the land down under. We're coming to you now from Starship Sydney, Sydney Harbour. Corporate boxing on a boat. And this is the last fight of the evening.
Down.
And this is the last round.
Round 2.
I beg your pardon, this is the second round. Seems like I've taken too many punches right there. Beautiful big right hand from Axisa. He's pressuring all the time as the blue corner. Mick Axisa from the blue corner is looking to come under and come up with shots. And he's having some effect. He scores with another nice hit. That's all Max needs to do for the time. And score with a jab and move back. Score with a jab and move back. Get his opponent confident to come in and then catch him with the right. But hey, like we always say, easier said than done. Especially with a live wire like this man. Mick Axisa coming at you. Vicious like a young Duran, Roberto Duran. One of my favorite fighters. Using his toes now, moving around the ring. Mick has to just keep that jab like that. That's all he needs to do, really. He can stop his opponent coming in if he catches with that jab. Puts a bit of foot movement, and he can get points. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these fighters are giving it 100%. Max Evans in the red, and Mick Axisa in the blue. Max trying to keep him out. Doing a good job at this moment of time. Mick decides to come in. I like the way he puts his little head movement, Willis.
He's going to catch him with one of these overhands, I think.
Or that straight right, which comes right through the defense of Max.
Max Evans has kept him out good, though. First 2 rounds.
Nice.
He just
right
caught him
hand.
there.
That's the right hand we were talking about from Max Evans. I wonder if he's found it now and he'll continue to find it. Or was it just a lucky shot? That's where it's got to be. This is where Max Evans has to be. Out long. Try to catch him with those straight punches. He seems to be finding his range a little bit better. But Mick is not the type of fighter you want to be fighting. He's raw, live action. You want someone slow who stays out long. This guy's doing exactly what he has to do, this Mick Axisa. By the same token, so is Max Evans. As he ducks a bit.
Such an aggressive power puncher out.
We're sitting close here, ringside was. You can see these punches, you can hear them.
There's a bit of blood coming off. I don't know who it's coming off, but it's on both of them.
Yes, it is. Maybe it was that right hand that connected. Sometimes, as you know, you see your opponent bleeding and gives you that bit of advantage.
Yeah, it's just above his right eye.
above his right eye, not the nose. We're in for a big third round. We've got a gentleman here talking about the rugby. What a good game there was. Ireland and All Blacks. All Blacks just came through. To me, Irish. We'll take it. We'll take it. What a good fight we're having. Good fight night we're having. Starship Sydney. I was just reminded of the close game. How close the game was between the New Zealand All Blacks, our country of birth, and Ireland. What a great game of rugby it was. Great, because the All Blacks won. Good on the Irish.
Seconds out, ladies and gentlemen, this is the third and final round.
Third and final round of the final fight on Starship Sydney. Fight night number 9, boxing on the Harbour. This fight is going to end how it started, 100 miles an hour. Mick Axisa in the blue, Max Evans in the red. Can Max keep him out with that jab and catch him coming in with a straight right? Or will Mick have his way with those overhands, that bobbing and weaving style? Once again, a beautiful matchup. Don't you agree with it? Yeah. You've had 14 fights now. What sort of fighter opponent do you like facing? A tall guy good with his reach, or a shorter guy who likes coming in?
Whoever.
Doesn't matter, eh? Wow, these guys know they both know they're in a fight. A lot of respect for their opponent.
There he is looking for the overhand right again.
Yes, he is. I'd just like to see Evans throw that straight right. He's looking a lot for that body rip. That straight right will be his best punch, I believe. And then move away. Wow, beautiful body shot by him. This is the last round, ladies and gentlemen. Corporate boxing. None of these fighters doing well. Someone would be mistaken for thinking these are professional fighters. They're doing so well. Good matchup. Sort of like the boxer against the slugger. Evans the boxer, piece of the slugger. This has got a bit of light footwork happening there. I like his defense, his high defense. Both men. This is the final round. Fight night number 9, boxing on the Harbour. So you see the Sydney Harbour Bridge in the background. As these two go for it, could be the last minute. Once again, hello to Justin Fortune watching from the stage. I'd like to say hello to my good friend Layman Brewster watching from the US of A. And my good mate in Melbourne, Stuart Duncan. How are you, mate? We've got a good fight on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Last fight of the night. These boxers have found their range. Now they're just going to give it everything. Last minute. What a great effort. What a great effort. What a great effort from these fighters.
Yeah, great effort from both fighters. I reckon Blue will be up on the cards.
One more time, special mention to your best mate, Jaya Pataya, Australia's 16-year-old Olympian. Thank you, guys, for this awesome fight. You just, I hope everyone watching around the world enjoyed the fight. From the Starship Sydney tonight. Brought to you by fightgym.com.au and Epicenter. I'm Kylie Meehan. This is Willis Meehan. Hope you enjoyed the fight. God bless you. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mick Axisa and Max Evans. Give a round of applause, please. Come on. And after 3 rounds of action, the judge's decision, ladies and gentlemen, is a unanimous draw. So please give a round of applause. Come on. Tom LeVar, Tommy. Now, folks, for some of you that don't know that Mick and Max Mick being the two-time state champion and Max the runner-up. These guys know each other from way back. Why don't you give them another round of applause? Show your appreciation, please. Absolutely terrific. And